after so many years of waiting for Brandon Wood to get his chance, I go into the 2010 season just knowing that Scioscia is going to keep Wood on the bench in favor of Meiser as Turris. I love me some Meiser. I think he could be rotated in the infield. I think Meiser could give Eric Ibar a day off, give Howie Kendrick some platoonage. I think Brandon Wood could spell Kendry Morales for a day, maybe DHing Kendry, maybe DHing himself a little. I want Wood to see as many at-bats as possible. And I think he's been given the short shrift based on a manipulation of the option system by the front office, and it's totally within their right. It's totally legitimate. But if Brandon Wood had been in any other system, there are very few systems in baseball where he wouldn't have already been a starter for 2, maybe 3 years. Brandon Wood just turned 25. He's entering his prime. He needs major league at-bats. He needs a month of consistent at-bats where even if he bats 200 with a lot of strikeouts, they keep him in there. They show him some faith. And I just don't see them doing that. I just call it a psychic vision. I see Mike Scioscia. I see Mike Scioscia on the Meiser bandwagon before the season even starts.
I think Brandon Wood is going to rock in 2010. I don't have any scouting reports or any kind of advanced metrics to back this up. It's just the fanboy in me thinking he's around there. The Angels have kept him around for a reason, and I think the reason is because he can play. A lot of people think that he could be the next Dallas McPherson. I don't think that's going to happen, and I also don't think he's going to be the next Troy Glaus, but I think he's going to land somewhere in the middle, closer to Glaus than McPherson, maybe more like a former third baseman for the Angels, Doug DeCinces, who had like 23 home runs average per season, and I don't think that'd be a bad thing. There's some concern that he could lose playing time to Turris, and that's a legitimate concern. I think if the Angels get off to a slow start, the pressure is going to be on Scioscia to make some changes and to spark the offense, I guess. But one thing to consider, the Angels signed Turris to a 3-year, $10 million contract, or almost $10 million, and I think they did that for depth, not to take over for Wood, but the Angels love their depth. And one thing you got to consider is Ibar has been on the disabled list, I think, 4 times in his career. Kendrick has been on the disabled list 3 times, and Turris has been on the disabled 6 times. So there's a little bit of a history for injury with the infielders, and I think Wood will kick ass.